Hey nail friends, welcome to Painted Jab. It's your favorite licensed nail tech and the owner, Jenna Alexander. If you are new here, this is about my nail brand building business. So follow along for tips and tricks on how to build your brand or just about nail stuff. All right, this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I fill my cuticle oil pens. So I'm gonna start out by just putting some gloves on, and then I'll go over like what I use, how I do it. It's pretty simple. If you watched any of my other videos, you saw how I labeled my products. So I've already labeled my cuticle oil pens. I will show you that in 1 second. Get this glove on. Okay, so these are my empty cuticle oil pens. I don't know if you can see that. They've got my label on them already. And so basically I just pop these open. The cap isn't on them, or the brush isn't on them. So you get the brush, the cap, and the pen. I'm just gonna throw that in the bowl and empty all these out, just so you guys can see what I do. I'll just do 3 of them. All right, so I've got my empty cuticle oil pens. I've already mixed my cuticle oil. This one is rose and lavender, and I put it in this bottle with my essential oils that I use as well, just because it's easier to fill these containers with this cap. So that's my oil. I take a little bowl and a spoon because I'm going to take my dried flowers, rose and lavender, and I'm going to mix them up in this bowl, put them in those pens, and then fill them up. And that's basically how I make my cuticle oil pens. Let me just see if I can open this up and we will get into it. So I'm just going to dump a little bit in here. I don't fill up my pens too much. I just want them for the aesthetic. I wish you guys can see these flowers. They're so cute. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. All right, so I just put a couple flowers in there. I'm going to take these rose petals and crush them up with my fingers so that they fit in there. I'm just going to take like 2 petals out. 2 little petals, and just crush that up. And it just makes this really pretty purple and red color. I really want to crush up that flower so it's easier to get into the tube. All right, so I'm just going to take one of my tubes, take my spoon, and just fill that up the best that I can. I want a little bit of both flowers in there. So there's not too much in there. Now I'm just going to add my oil. Fill it all the way up. Not too full because you want to be able to get the cap on without your products spilling out. So then I'm going to take my brush and just push that in there. This can be a little tough. You want to make sure it's all the way in there because you don't want your product to leak out. So that's all the way in there. Now I'm just going to put the cap back on. And then I have these pretty cuticle oil pens all ready for sale. And that's it. Pretty simple. All right, now friends, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe. Leave comments below if you have any questions or whatever. Thanks for watching, and make sure to bust out and shine through.